Good afternoon and welcome to it. This is Chess and Wine. Chess and Wine. My name is Eddie B. La. Ooh, glad to be having some wine again. You see what I mean? It's all good. Everything's happening. So yeah, man. No. It's gonna sound bad, but yeah, I have wine because I'm speaking about the what do you call this? The Spartan Bishop Chess Championship. So now obviously there's that event that happened, and it's a big event because obviously it counts as a national event, like one of those in the Gauteng inter-region event, and which other one? Or maybe the recent SA closed. But anyways, so yeah, with this one, it was 6 different teams that participated, coming from a different type. I mean, we call it a national event. We call it an international event as well. Like, look at this. So it was obviously Bojana, the Northwest represented, and there was Capricorn all the way from Limpopo. Limpopo was at the Gauteng inter-region, and they are here again at the Spartan Bishop. Is it the Spartan Bishop Chess Championship, which was at the Northwest? Wow, Capricorn region of the Limpopo is the one that's obviously visible in all this, but they're still representing the province, right? And we see that the Eastern Cape was here, not regions, but the Eastern Cape itself. So obviously they have taken players from different regions to come and take part in that. And there was Gaborone City, that is now Botswana. That I'm saying international in a way, but obviously Botswana is just next door to Northwest. That's why they speak the same as well. But yeah, and after that is Mangaung. That is now the Free State. Wow. There I was thinking that the Free State is the only club team that is not represented in anywhere and everywhere. So Mangaung is the Free State. The Free State has been represented. Who hasn't been? Because obviously Mpumalanga was also represented in the SA close. So it seems like every province in South Africa has some chess happening. Wow, I'm happy to see Free State being represented here by Mangaung. Goodness, that is awesome. And then obviously the Northern Cape was also represented in this event. And the pictures look very beautiful. I mean, they're just telling a story. Even the videos are telling us that the kids were having fun. Everybody's been having fun. It was just a fun time in the Northwest, in the region of Bojana, in the Sparkling Waters Hotel. Before we get to it, me obviously, I know derailing. I like to get out of script for a bit. It's winter time, which means it's time for the winter games, the winter sports, winter chess, and that is schools chess. And I see that other provinces are actually very busy. Like the provinces that are always there for collecting medals, they start preparing in time. And that's why you see the selections happening in the Western Cape, the selections happening in Gauteng, but there's nothing happening in Mpumalanga. I don't know about all the other provinces, but again, we're going to start inquiring on that. So obviously we're going to be getting into discussing school sports, schools, the active regions, active provinces, and obviously the national structure, and find out what they're doing. How far are we in terms of preparation? Are we going to have a very good tournament, better than the previous one from last year? Because again, speaking to the chief arbiter from last year's schools championships. School chess championships, he did, Easy Chabadida did state that the biggest challenge is that most of these players go there and they don't even know how to notate. Most of them don't even have ratings. Most of them have never played a rated tournament. So the regional selections must be rated. The provincial selections must be rated, and the kids must be notating in those events so that by the time they get to national level, we don't have the same problem that we had last year. I hope that everybody has learned from the mistakes of last year. They are all here in Chess and Wine. We've spoken to them, and obviously we've spoken to the president after the event took place, and we're hoping that they have done everything to try and make sure that every region, every province is active and they are selecting, and no players, no kids are deprived of opportunities, because that is the side effect of this, of some incompetent or even incapable leaders in these structures, is that they deprive deserving players of opportunities to take part, because these are free opportunities, especially the schools event. I mean, this is the one time that most of the players who can't afford to play in the national, or who can't raise funds for themselves, or have parents that can afford to take them to such events, have the opportunity to travel, have the opportunity to represent their provinces, and even their country later on if they make it to the national team. But yeah, so let's make sure that our leaders in our provinces are active, are capable, are effective, and they are doing their job. Because by June, I mean, everybody should have had selections. We don't want to hear things of, Wednesday we are having selections. Can you please bring players at what? And they're telling you on Tuesday. Because that's what usually happens. And that is why most players don't even get to take part, because their teachers or their coaches cannot arrange to get them there in time. So let's not have something like that happening. Schools, structures, please. Yep, so that's what it is. So now we are going on to the Spartan Bishop. The Spartan Bishop, why was it? Why is Spartan Bishop? Was the bishop from Sparta? That must be a very aggressive Bishop. Hey, but anyway, so yeah, so this is how it happened. They had a number of sections. Let me count how many sections they had. The senior section, little pawns, big pawns, senior pawns, knights, bishops, rooks, queens, and kings. It's like 8 sections. I'm sure they had 1,000 players taking part there. Now I'm wondering how many players were taking part in this event, because it looks like it attracted a lot of players. If they had 8 sections and they have 6 different provinces, wait, if they had 10 players, let's leave it at that. But yeah, it sounds like it was a big event. So yes, there it is. It happened on the 24th. In fact, in the previous weekend that we just came from. So yeah, on the 4th of May and the 5th of May. So it was a weekend thing in the Sparkling Waters Hotel. There it is, and we have Mr. Joe Mahomula was the chief arbiter, and the deputy arbiter was Ben Devenar. And there was Jean Kruger as the other arbiter for the event. We know the organizers are Bujanala chairs, Eastern Cape chairs, Gaborone City, Northern Cape, Mangaung. Everybody credited for organizing. So it was a group thing. You see, when leaders come together and they do things, they make things happen. Yep. So yeah, so for the one section, the first section that we're going to start on is, should we start with the Kings section? Yes, with the Kings section, let's look at this. So for the Kings section, which is obviously the top section, of high rated players in that section, top rated player in that was Manele Mango. But obviously the end results look a little bit different. At number 1, with a score of 4.5 points, representing Gaborone, it was Gaisite Sebetlela. Wow. Okay, now that's something. Okay, yeah, that's number 1 on that for that section. And in second place it was Felix Raphael, right? Raphael Felix, the champion, this is the under 16 national champion. So he was here doing his thing as well after that event. So that's number 2 with a score of 4 points. And number 3, it was Tamang Mamunyane, also from Bojanala. So number 1 is from Gaborone, but number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5 are all from Bojanala. And at number 3 is Tamang Mamunyane with 4 points. Number 4 is Silo Matlango with 4 points. And number 5 is Banele, the One True FM Mango. But it's so crazy that they're saying Silo Matlangu is from Bujanala. Since when? Bujanala, you must announce when you've signed new players now. Because I thought Silo was from Capricorn. In the Gauteng region, in the Gauteng inter-region events he was playing, he was representing Capricorn. So things have changed, eh? Things change. Whew, things change, rearrange, whatever. Whew, that's awesome. So yeah, hey, Silo, good for you. Or good for Bujanala for having you. If obviously there was no mistake in typing here. Moving on now to the next section that they call the Queen's section. Was it only ladies playing in this section? I doubt. Yeah, but in first place we've got Dailene Prince with 5 points out of 5, representing Bojanala. And in second place it is Tatejo Lefiedi, the pride of Bojanala, also with 5 points. And in third place it is Natalie Katlu Banda, and she's a woman candidate master. She's representing Gaborone with 4 points. And at number 5 it is Tsegofatso D4, so representing Bojanala with 4 points. And at number 5 is Tyrone Foster, also with 4 points, but now representing Bojana. Snap, Bojanala dominating the top 5. But anyways, moving on to the next section, and that section is the Rooks section. In the Rooks section, in first place from Bojanala, it is Olerato Masike with 5 points. And at number 2, it is Musam Chiba, representing the Eastern Cape with 4.5 points. And at, in third place, it is Ethan Mungo, representing Bojanala with 4 points. And at number 4, it is Tato Mashiho with 4 points, representing Bojanala as well. And number 5, representing Bojanala, is Molemo Tlache, also with 4 points. Wow! Snap, okay. Bojanala takes it again, I think, in the top 5. Was we looking at the top 5? But maybe they're looking different. Maybe they're looking at the top 10 to see who goes to the team, who gets the team's medals. But now moving on to the Bishop section. In the Bishop section, at first place, it was the Sniper. That is Lebogang D4. So representing Bojanala with 5 points out of 5. And at number 2, it is Eugene Boheim. At number 2, representing Bojanala with 4.5 points. And at number 3, it is Arena Candidate Master Aubakwe Diale, also representing Bojanala with 4.5 points. And at number 4, it is Dominic Powell, representing the Eastern Cape with 4 points. And at number 5, it is Riandre Graham. Meet the Grahams. Family matters, right? Yeah. So anyway, so at number 5 is Riandre Graham, Northern Cape with 4 points, and that is 3 players from Bujanala, and then 4 is Eastern Cape, and 5 is the Northwest. They still haven't met Capricorn in the top 5. And now, moving on to the, is it the senior pawn section? This is the senior pawn section. Okay, we've skipped the knights. But anyway, so here, in the senior pawn section, and wait. Yes, senior pawn section. In first place, it is Ruben Els. Ruben Els represents Mangaung. Goodness. Still got some top players, some good players, Free State. Get your affairs in order. All right, and number 2, it is Avas Tafadzwa Changara, representing Bojanala with 5 points. And number 3, it is Tanaka Monemo, representing the Eastern Cape with 4 points. And at number 4, it is Keoletile Ngwao, representing Gaborone in Botswana with 4 points. And at number 5, it is Jaden Chipunza from the Eastern Cape with 4 points. Snap! Isn't that beautiful? Now moving on to the Knights section. In the Knights section, in first place, it is Jared Chipunza from the Eastern Cape. Wow, there's another Chipunza. Didn't we just see a Chipunza from a different, like Chipunza Jaden? Yes, from the Eastern Cape, it was Jaden. And now we've got Jad. Wow, family affairs. See? Chad, Eastern Cape, at number 1 with 5 points out of 5. And in second place, it is Lwazinkabinde, Arena Fide Master Lwazinkabinde from Bojanala with 4.5 points. And at number 3, it is Enrico Moman, representing the Eastern Cape with 4 points. And at number 4, it is John Musona, representing the Northern Cape with 4 points. At number 5, it is Johan Blanche. Whoa, representing Bojanala with 4 points. Guys, the pictures are not in order. I'm just sharing the pictures as I speak. Because I don't know some of these players. I don't even know what their pictures look like. But for those that I know, obviously, we'll see. Their pictures will be appearing as I call their names. But hey, next now for the senior pawns. Are we on the senior pawns already? Oh, seriously, didn't we just do the senior pawns? I have things mixed up. Yeah, so obviously from this we go, okay, from knights we go senior pawns, but we've just did the senior pawns as far as I remember. There was the knights, and now, yes, in fact, no, we hadn't. So yeah, let's go to the senior pawns. In first place in the senior pawns, nope, that's not it. That's not the results. Snap, did I miss results here? Now let's go back online. I know. I have messed up the flow. I just took screenshots of things without even going into the result. But anyways, we were at the senior points, and my internet is not disappointing, so that means we can just go straight there with the senior points and look at what do we call this? Yeah. Rankings after round 5. At number 1, it is Els Ruben. We've done this. Yes, I think we've just spoken about this one. So we're going to go straight to the big pawns. And the big pawns after round 5, in the first place, top seed comes up number 1 as well. And that is Nkazimulo Nkabinde, representing Bojanala, scoring 5 points out of 5. And second place, it is Danica Naidu, representing Bojanala, also with 5 points out of 5. And number 3, it is Neo Etlile with 5 points out of 5, representing Bojanala as well. Neo Etlile Mohatle. And at number 4, it is Orateng Mukhatusi, representing Bojanala with 4.5 points out of 5. And at number 5, it is Petrus van der Vermeulen. And that's representing the Northern Cape with 4 points out of 5. My God. Now I understand what they're saying, what they mean when they say Bojanala just took everything. Because it's like in every section, they have all the medals, hey? Right. Now, back to the little pawns, the little ones. At first place, obviously the highest rated was the Eastern Cape, Eastern Cape's Waldemar Swart. But after round 5, no, I'm lying. He wasn't the highest rated, was he? Yeah, after round 5, it is at number 1, it's Van der Mal Swart from the Eastern Cape with 5 points out of 5. And in second place, it is Azoma Seti, representing the Eastern Cape again with 4.5 points out of 5. And in third place, it is Hesmia Smith, representing Bojanala with 4 points out of 5. And in fourth place, it is Andreas Johan hole from Bajanala with 4 points. And number 5, it is Abir Tak with 4 points as well out of 5 representing Bajanala. And I'm lying, it's not actually 4 points, it's 3.5 points. And we go down now to the seniors. I see that the seniors decided to dust off their boots and then obviously get dirty with the kids as they play along. And I wonder if they were playing real chess or they were playing tired chess or retired chess or old chess. But whatever chess they were all playing, it seems like the one that came out tops was Stephanus Foster, Fanny Foster, representing Bojanal with a score of 4.5 points out of 5. And in second place, it was Sinolo Marutona, representing the province of Gaborone, actually the city of Gaborone, with 4 points out of 5. And in third place, it is Rian Dijagger, representing Bojanala with 3.5 points out of 5. And in fourth place, it is Keith Abercrombie, representing the Eastern Cape, with 3 points out of 5. And at number 5, it is Precious Stone Raputswa with 3 points as well, representing Bojanala. Bajanala, they eat enough. I don't know what the word is Bajanala mean, but it sounds like it says, oh, Ujanala, you're eating, I don't know. What? You eat enough, you eat a lot, you eat good. You eat good. You're eating good, and they've been eating good here. So yeah, so there it is. Yeah, man, congratulations to all the players that took part in this, and obviously to the organizers, that is all the leaders of these regions, for making this happen. This is good. You see leaders taking care of their players, the interest, and making sure that they compete, they play, they do things that needs to be done. But before I even get to close this one, I would like to extend, I should have just taken a moment of silence a bit, just so the apology comes out very nice and clean, right? To Neil Haley, I am so sorry for constantly mixing up your pictures with other, obviously, yeah, man. Every time I speak about you, I say your name, I put a picture of somebody else different. I mean, I really sincerely apologize for that, and I'm gonna try and make it up and get a proper picture of you and say, guys, because I mean, now South Africa needs to see who Neil Haley is. She's the champion, in fact, for crying out loud. She's the under-18 national chess champion. I must be embarrassed of myself for not knowing her, for not knowing how to tell her apart from other girls her age. Ash, I hope you forgive me. There it is. And obviously, again, to the girls that I keep putting, whose pictures I keep putting in the place of Neil Haley, I'm sorry to you too. I really am sorry for that. But I'm gonna try and do better next time. Honestly, definitely. So I'll have to find your people and confirm. But then at least now I know who your people are. But everybody else, yes. If I don't know your face, I'll find your people and I'm going like, hey, confirm for me the picture. But anyways, no excuses. Anyways, this has been Chess and Wine. School's Chess coming out soon. This is Eddie signing out. Good evening. Peace and love.
Hello friends from Bujanala, Northern Cape, Eastern Cape and Dr. KK. My name is Maya Utimilia from the Team Gap City. As you can see, I like collecting trophies for fun, and this spot over here is reserved for that Spartan Bishop's trophy. Now, be warned, we are coming to collect what's rightfully ours. Just a friendly advice, we cannot travel over 260 kilometers for nothing. Now guys, let's do this.
Hey, Mr. FM. Chief, how are you doing? Yeah, man, I'm good. Eastern Cape Chess hears you, man. We do chess. We do ratings. We also do winning. We are the home of legends. There's nothing we can't do. Yeah, come through.
But did you just send a message to our FM? You don't get to speak to him. You come to us. And you don't get to play him. You play me and I decide if you move on. This is Bujanala. Sit down.